Hello and welcome to Commodity Champions. I'm Manisha Gupta. Well, the top of the talk and the conversation clearly continues to be the gold prices, where we have seen all-time highs, a string of that really, so much so that for the international markets we've seen levels of $3,475 an ounce and above that, and for the Indian prices 99,000 plus kind of levels. It's a lakh rupees really when you go out to buy gold, and much higher than that. If you look at the gold prices itself, it has outperformed various asset classes and various other commodities within the space itself. We have seen gold prices gain up by 31% in this year now. The gold prices are up by 47% in the last 12 months as well. And with the kind of scenario that we are working with, even as the gold prices are heating up, but the markets do believe that until the tariff as a concern continues, until the time you do see recession concerns in US, and the fact that you could be looking at more statements and tweets coming in from the US president talking about the US Fed autonomy or independence being taken away, and then of course investigation into critical minerals, all of that has led to premium in case of gold prices. It has become a major safe haven, especially at a time where you have the dollar index trading at a 3-year lows, and that's exactly how the various other currencies have been doing as well. If you look at the banks and brokerages on the kind of levels that they have been talking about, well, it's much on the higher side. With Bank of America to Citi to Goldman Sachs talking about 3,700 on the higher side. And if such situation continues, then an extreme case can take the gold prices to $4,000 an ounce as well in this current year itself. While, of course, there's a lot of caution as well, as people tell you to await those corrections as well. 8 to 10 to 15% of a downside is another thing that the market seems to be waiting for at this point in time. Well, it is also going to be an interesting period, because this is the month where you also have Akshaya Tritiya, an auspicious time where Indians do go out and buy gold. And then that is exactly when the wedding season and the festival season also begins. With these all-time high prices, the questions that I'm going to be putting to my guests is on where do they see the gold prices going, and how is gold at these all-time highs changing buying patterns in case in Indian markets there. Joining me on the show is Soaring from Senco. I have with me Varghese Alukkas joining us from Jos Alukkas. Shreyansh Kapoor is from Kashi Jewels, and we also have Avinash Gupta joining in to weigh in on where the gold prices can be headed and the way forward from here. Soankar, hi, I'll start with you first. And gold price as a discussion really seems to have become like a everyday conversation. People wake up talking about gold prices and perhaps go to bed doing the same. What is your sense as we stand very close to $3,500 an ounce? Where do you see gold prices headed from here?
So see, Manisha, every time a gold price reaches any level, we feel that there is always a chance of it going above by 10 more percent and below by 10 more percent anytime, especially with the volatility that we have been seeing in the last 5 months, 6 months. I think that movement of 10% above or below has become a very common thing. So when we see all these predictions by the big banks and Goldman Sachs and all of them of 3,800, I don't see that it is it will be a surprise anymore. Nothing surprises us anymore, because what it is today also, I think that people always thought that yes, it will reach, but the pace and the speed at which things are moving is a little too fast for comfort. And I think consumers, that you were saying that how they are behaving in this kind of a moving situation. So if you really ask, Manisha, I think value-wise, the jewelry business for everyone, it will always be a good number. The prices have moved up by almost 25-30%. But obviously, this price movement will impact volumes. The budget of the consumers will not increase to the rate of which the gold prices are increasing. So we are anyway looking at a volume dip of 20-25%, though value-wise, you will always see that there is going to be a growth of 10-15% across the industry. So that's how it is. And, lightweight jewelry, people are working within budgets, 1 lakh, 1.5 lakhs, 10 grams itself is about 1 lakh now. So therefore, we need to all work towards fulfilling that demand. But we are proud to be a part of the industry. Once again, gold has proved that in any times of crisis, this is the commodity to go for. So even if it corrects, I think that the faith and trust on the gold as a commodity will only become stronger, and consumers will look forward in buying it anytime they would be able to buy it. So that's the way to look at it.
Oh, well, absolutely. Shreyansh, my next question is to you. I actually want to get the elephant out of the room first. So what is your sense? As Suvankar says, well, 3,800 could also go and doesn't surprise him anymore. What is your sense? What range are you working with in sense of prices?
So, Manisha, this morning waking up and seeing the Shubh figure of 101, 1,01,000, like in India, we always have the number one coming in, and then we always consider that very auspicious, very Shubh. So I think it's a great sign for our industry to start and mark Akshaya Tithi, which is going to start next week. I feel, which we had a talk last week, and we were at that time looking at a figure of 3,700. But the way things are, I mean, now we're looking at a 3,900 figure. So from the consumer point of view, it makes things difficult because the budget is what does not, like Suvankar was rightly saying, the budget does not change so fast as the way the gold is going up. So, I mean, that is really making a difference for customers' mindset. They have to rework their thought, maybe, and the manufacturers also have to rework the product. We have to start making very light jewelry, which is going to be in the budget range.
Oh, well, yes, a lot of things change as we go forward from here because of 46% of gain in gold prices in a matter of 12 months is something that the street hasn't seen in a very, very long time. Avinash, as I said, my first sense from all of you really is going to be about prices. Everybody seems to be rejoicing the fact that Indian households hold a lot of gold. So clearly in that sense, we've seen investment returns quite on the higher side. But from these levels, what is your sense? Where are prices going?
See, honestly, I am with all my panelists. The gold is going higher and it might surprise 3,800, 3,900 also. In last interview with you, you asked me what's your take. I said before the April end, it might touch 3,500. And now with the parabolic move of gold, I don't think it is very difficult for it to touch 3,800 also. And on a small note, I want to differ with my co-panelists, even though they are retailers. Definitely, I feel the consumer in India has surprised always, and it has given the kind of volume it has already always been giving to the country jewelry community, and it will give in this year also at this price also. The volumes will not go down because gold has given a solid return to everyone. And if I look at all the portfolio managers, they have always been advocating that gold is a dead investment. Today, they are talking about 15 to 20% of gold should be there in their portfolio. So I don't think gold quantity is going to go down in the coming months.
I absolutely agree with that, Avinash, because a lot of people have been saying that gold is an idle investment and you shouldn't be putting too much of your portfolio diversification within that. A lot of them are really doing a U-turn here. Mr. Alukkas, I want to take away from what Avinash just said that, well, yes, value-while we might see the sales go higher, volume might see a decline, but we do understand that Indian consumers can surprise. Is that something that you're looking at as well? What is your sense on the kind of sales we might look at this Akshaya Tritiya and the wedding season? And first of all, what's your sense on prices?
Yeah, we are very positive on coming Akshaya Tritiya, where all the jewelers have been stocking up. As you know, the gold prices has gone up. So there were a lot of demands for lightweight jewelry, where we are working on with the lightweight jewelry, which can be budget friendly to the customers. The gold price today, if you look into the price in the morning, it has gone up by 275 rupees per gram for 22 carat jewelry. So this is something a shock for the jewelers and even the customers who are looking into the morning newspaper or in the TV or social media. They are coming to know about this much of hike in the price. So we all are really waiting for this Akshaya to come and happen, and we are preparing to get into the ornaments in such a way that we are able to now almost we have started taking the bookings for the Akshaya Tritiya with a lot of promotions, offers, gold gift coins. So we still have confidence that Indian customers specifically buy during the festival season like Akshaya Tritiya, and we are very confident that it will happen, and the prices have been going higher and higher. It gives more confidence for the customers to buy jewelry again and again, as mentioned by everyone, that it is not a dead investment or it is not a style statement. People keep on buying as the prices appreciate. So every expectation is very high on the Akshaya sales, which is going to come on April 30th.
Oh, well, absolutely. Akshaya Tritiya is going to be a test of on whether or not the Indian consumers have digested these higher prices. Are they going to only buy gold as a token, perhaps move to a silver or platinum, which is at $1,000 an ounce? So it really is going to be quite interesting to see on how the Indian consumer behaves this Akshaya Tritiya, a day when most of the Indians step out and do buy some sense of gold there. So, Mankar, just coming back to you, and all of you have said $3,700 to $3,900 per ounce as a possibility on the higher side now. So, Ankar, when it comes to Akshaya Tritiya, when it comes to people buying gold, stepping out, do you also see a chase in pattern now? Do you see lightweight jewelry? Do you see low carat jewelry? More innovations, more themes, more designs perhaps in work?
Yes, we are. We are actually. If you hear the feedback of all of us panelists, we are dealing with the consumers. And last 1-2 months, we have actually got a lot of feedback from the consumers that we need to keep on creating more and more products which are within the budget. So if the prices have gone up by 30-40%, at least reduction of weight by 15-20% will only make it easier. The designs needs to be sleeker. Diamond jewelry is also taking a good I would say support because of the gold prices going up. People are preferring 14 karat, 18 karat jewelry. Either it is in plain gold or studded with diamonds. So I think that is also getting a boost because of the increase in gold price. Platinum also, it's a much smaller niche segment, but compared to gold, obviously platinum is much cheaper today. So for the men's jewelry, I think platinum can play a big role for people to invest, because if you really look at it, the way the gold prices have moved up so much, the other metals have not increased in their prices. So that always keeps an opportunity for the upside. But yes, from a manufacturing point of view, the weight has to be lighter for now till the Indian consumers gets used to this new levels and new prices. And while we can always see that upside of 10% is there, but in our heart and in our mind, we also hope that even if the price is correct to some extent, be it whatever, 5, 7, 10%, it will only encourage the Indian consumers to come and buy more, hoping that the prices will go up in the future.
Oh, well, absolutely. Once the people get adjusted to these higher prices, you will see them coming in. Clearly, the consumers found 40,000 expensive, and then 50, and then 60, and we're standing at ₹1,00,000 at 10 grams now. It is going to take some time for the consumers to get adjusted to that 5-figure there. Avinash, as Suvankar said, well, yes, platinum seems to be coming into play yet again. You deal both with gold and silver as well. Have you seen some rub-off effect coming in on silver? With gold getting so expensive, is silver making its due deserve now?
No, definitely silver is going up. Silver sales are going up because the jewelry which is nowadays made in India on silver is equivalent quality of gold. So aspirational people who are not having the deeper pocket to buy gold jewelry, silver jewelry is complementing them, and silver jewelry is going in a good way. And things are in a positive mode for silver also, Manisha.
Shreyansh, the other thing that the street will watch out for is perhaps more studded jewelry, as again Suvankar said that diamonds are coming back in a big way, and we are looking at studded jewelry, gemstones, precious stones coming. Is that making inroads yet again?
Yes, coming from Kanpur and UP, heart of India, we see a lot of middle class and upper middle class customers moving, they're changing their demand from gold towards diamond jewelry. And it's in both the categories of 18 karat diamond jewelry as well as 14 karat diamond jewelry, because they're really budget friendly. They add bling, they add sparkle, they look great, they stand out in the crowd. And jewelry is all about celebration. It's all about feeling good. It's all about happiness. And Akshaya, like we say, something which never ends. So, as gold itself is about 50% value-wise in a diamond jewelry. So, the gold itself will appreciate. And now the natural diamonds have also started appreciating. So it's a win-win for customers to pick up diamond jewelry.
Mr. Alukkas, coming in from south of India, where gold is prime, and I can imagine on how people would be counting on the kind of returns that they've seen in those huge, big gold jewelry that they buy there. Even as the prices are trading at ₹1,00,000 10 grams right now, Do you see South India as well going in for studded jewelry, or do you think South India will do what it does best, buy only gold jewelry?
No, as you say that this diamond jewelry is picking up into the South markets also, as because of this price point and as you said, sparkling style statement with the diamond jewelry. And most of the traditional customers still looking into above 40 or some above 50 still looking into gold jewelry, but the young crowd or the youngsters are looking into lightweight diamond jewelry, which most of the stores are performing more than 15-20%, which is above from earlier years. So diamond jewelry is picking up because of the style statement, the costing, and 18 karat jewelry, the prices of gold and the percentage of gold is lesser. So even diamond jewelry is slowly picking up along with the men's jewelry in platinum. Also, we feel that silver jewelry also is being used by the customers in some time when the gold prices are high. So when you see overall, we get more percentage other than gold, which is going into diamond jewelry, platinum jewelry, and silver jewelry.
All right, so we've spoken about prices, we've spoken about sales, and of course the buying patterns, and the fact that people are also looking at platinum and silver in replacement of gold, which is trading at ₹1,00,000 at 10 grams. You still have to get used to saying that number again and again. But gentlemen, stay on with us. We'll go for a very short break. When we come back, we'll also look at the market of exchange and scrap incense of jewelry, which also seems to have surged up with the kind of prices that we are dealing with after this break.